What if, right now, while you're sitting here watching this, another version of you is standing somewhere else, watching your body from outside? Not a dream, not imagination, but something real, something you were never taught to understand. Imagine this. It's late at night. The world is silent. You lie down after a long day, your body heavy, your mind still awake. Suddenly, a strange vibration starts deep inside your chest. It grows stronger. Your heart feels like it's shaking. Your entire body buzzing like electricity is flowing through your veins. You try to move, but you can't. And then, it happens. You feel yourself rising. Slowly, gently, separating. You look down, and you see your own body lying there. Would you panic? Or would you explore? This is not a story from a movie. This is exactly how it began for a man who accidentally unlocked something most people never even realize exists. At first, he thought he was dying. The fear was so intense that it snapped him right back into his body. But then it happened again, and again, and each time, the fear slowly turned into curiosity. Because once you experience something like that, you can't ignore it. At first, he did what any logical person would do. He went to doctors, psychologists, experts. He needed answers, but every test came back the same. His body was perfectly healthy. His brain was normal. There was no illness, no disorder, nothing to explain what he was experiencing. Now think about this for a second. If your body is normal, your brain is fine, but you are still experiencing something completely real, then maybe the problem is not with you. Maybe the problem is with what we believe is possible. Instead of running away from it, he made a decision that changed everything. He leaned into it. He started observing, practicing, experimenting. Each time the vibrations came, instead of resisting, he relaxed into them, and something incredible began to happen. He gained control. He could move outside his body, not by accident, but by choice. Most people go their entire lives without asking this question. They are so busy living inside the body, they forget to question who is inside. He began to realize that consciousness is not limited to the physical world. It's like a signal, a frequency, and your brain is just a receiver, like a radio tuning into a station. Now imagine this. If you could tune that signal, change the frequency, what would you experience? He spent years trying to answer that exact question, and eventually he developed a method, a way to influence the brain, not with drugs, not with hypnosis, but with sound. Simple sound. He discovered that when you play slightly different frequencies in each ear, your brain tries to synchronize them. This creates a new state, a bridge between waking and sleeping, a doorway where the body rests, but the mind stays aware. This state is powerful, because in that moment, you are no longer fully attached to your body, but you are not unconscious either. You are aware, in between worlds. And this is where things start to feel almost unbelievable. People who practice this method began reporting similar experiences. The same vibrations, the same separation, the same ability to move beyond physical limits. But even more surprising, some claim they could access information they had no way of knowing. Think about that carefully. If consciousness is not limited by space, then distance means nothing. If it is not limited by time, then past and future are not barriers. Now imagine the implications. What if your thoughts are not just inside your head, but part of a much larger field? A field where everything is connected, where information exists, waiting to be accessed. Some researchers started to take this seriously. They began studying brain activity during these states, and what they saw shocked them. The brain was not asleep. It was not dreaming. Both sides of the brain were working together in perfect synchronization, something that almost never happens in normal waking life. It was as if the brain had entered a completely new mode, one designed for something beyond ordinary reality. Now here's where it gets even more fascinating. There's a natural frequency of the earth itself, a subtle vibration that surrounds us all the time. And strangely, the human brain, in deep relaxed states, begins to match this frequency, almost like tuning into the planet itself. What does that mean? It suggests that you are not separate from the world around you. You are part of a larger system, connected in ways you cannot normally perceive. Now imagine this connection becoming stronger. Imagine your awareness expanding beyond your body, beyond your room, beyond your physical location. Some describe it as moving through layers. Like reality is not just one place, but many levels stacked on top of each other. And your consciousness, when free, can move between them. At this point, you might be thinking, this sounds impossible. But ask yourself this. Was flying not impossible once? Was communicating across the world instantly not impossible? Every breakthrough begins as something that sounds unbelievable. The real question is not whether it sounds strange. The question is, what if it's true? Because if even a small part of this is real, it changes everything. It means you are not limited to what you see. It means your mind is far more powerful than you were ever taught. It means reality itself might not be as solid as it feels. Some theories suggest that what we experience as reality is more like a projection, like a hologram, a structured illusion created by energy and information, and your consciousness is the observer, the one giving it meaning. If that's true, then stepping outside your body is not escaping reality, it's seeing it from a different angle. And here's something even more powerful. The people who practiced this didn't just explore. They changed. Their fear of death decreased. Their understanding of life deepened. Because once you experience yourself outside the body, the idea that you are only this physical form starts to break. And when that fear breaks, something else takes its place. You don't need special powers. You don't need to be chosen. You just need to understand how your own consciousness works. But here's a thought that might stay with you. What if you've already experienced this and just don't remember? That feeling of falling in a dream, that sudden jerk that wakes you up, that strange sensation of floating. What if those were moments where you almost crossed that boundary? And what if, next time, you didn't pull back? What if you stayed? Because beyond that fear, beyond that vibration, there might be something waiting. Something that changes the way you see yourself forever. So tonight, when you lie down and everything becomes quiet, pay attention to your breath, to your body, to that space between being awake and asleep. Because maybe, just maybe, that's where the real journey begins.